Hello everyone, I'm Mahadi from Mastering UV. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I made this cinematic cutscene using level sequence only. So this is my level. So what I want to do, so our player character is going to pass this narrow area using level sequence. So before that, we have to remove our player start. Now we have to place our character. This is my character, and then in this character search for poses. Auto poses player, set this to player 0, so it will automatically poses our player character. Now let's create a level sequence. You can add any name on your level sequence, so I'm going to set this to maybe part 1. Now in our level sequence, we can simply drag and drop our character here. So now I'm going to drag my character somewhere around here. Okay, now I'm going to add a transform, and then let's drag our character right here. So I'm going to add a transform key, and then maybe right here let's drag him something like that. Let's set another key, and the transform key, and then at the end I'm going to drag my character right here. Let's set another key. So now we have this transform key, as you can see. Now we have to add animation. So for that, I have to add animation. I have this slide step animation. So now here I can see animation is not working. So you can do one thing, you can just select this, add a new element on this animation. We have to get character mesh, and then you have to get animation mode. Now you can, if you set this to custom, you can see it's working. So but there is a problem, you cannot blend. I think you cannot blend. You cannot blend this animation on using custom. So I'm going to remove this one, and let's add our animation. And then in our animation blueprint, anim graph right here, we have to add a slot, default slot. Okay, hit compile. Now if you want, you can create a slot with your personal preference. So you have to go to window, and then anim slot manager. Here you can see you can create a new group. Let's say cinematic group. Okay, so I'm going to create a slot cinematic. This is our cinematic slot. So set this to cinematic slot, hit compile. Now in our level sequence, we have to select this animation properties, and then go to property, not advanced, it's in playback. Here you can see this is the slot name, so we have to type that name, cinematic. Now animation is working. Here you can see it's working. Also I think we need walking animation for this one. So I'm going to drag my walking animation, and then let's add a key. This is going to be cinematic. What? Okay, nice. So I have this walking animation, and then let's blend somewhere around here. Okay, now you can set this animation to in a loop, but I'm not going to do that. I have some animation error right here. It's snapping at the end frame. So I'm going to copy and paste it here to avoid that animation glitch. You don't have to do that. So I'm doing that for that animation effect. I think now it's okay for me. Okay. Now I'm going to copy this walking animation and let's place it here. Okay. And I'm going to add my idle animation. Set this keyframe to, I think, constant or maybe linear. Okay, I think that's nice for me. Okay, so now I'm going to create a camera. So before that, I'm not going to create cinematic camera. I am going to add, so let's add camera. Let's get this basic camera actor, place it in our map, and we have to turn off. What is that camera option? What is that camera option? In camera option, we have to remove this constant aspect ratio. We don't need that one. So now this is our camera. So I'm going to place my camera, I think, somewhere around here. So in camera, let's add a transform key right here, and at the end I'm going to move it something somewhere around here, maybe. So now let's play. Okay, and now we need camera cut tracker. We need this one. So let's place our camera, fill this to entire area. Now we have this camera cut. Now in camera cut, right click to right click and go to properties. Not here, I think. Yeah, right here. You have to enable can blend. So now if we zoom in right here you can see we have this yellow part. Let me zoom this. Right here we have this yellow area, so we have to click it and drag it like that. Now we have a camera blend. I'm going to do the same thing at the end. Okay, now I'm going to close this one, and then let's add a trigger box. So I'm going to add this trigger box software. Let's set this to 60. I'm going to drag it up, maybe somewhere around here. This is my trigger box. Open our level blueprint, and then make sure you select your trigger box. And if I right click here, we have this at event on collision at door wing overlap. So on overlap, I'm going to create a hard reference for this one and then destroy the sector. And after that, I'm going to get my sequence reference. Let's get this reference and then play. Not this one. This is my custom made. Maybe play. Okay, we have to get. Let's get sequence player. And then I have to play this sequence. Now I'm going to try this on. On overlap, we have this sequence. Now we have to fix something right here. So let's drag our character further away. Now now we have this problem. We have this flicker problem because of the collision. So let me enable this collision. Here you can see we have this collision. This is the blocking collision, custom made block collision, I mean box, and this is the collision for this card. So I'm going to do, let's turn off this collision. In our level sequence, I'm going to get this blocking volume, and we have to get brush component, and then on collision set this to collision 11. I mean my mistake. So in collision, body instance collision enabled, I'm going to set this to no collision, so we don't have any collision. And also same thing for this card. Static mesh component, set this to no collision also. Now if I play, here you can see we have this smooth camera transition. Also we have to fix our character snapping directly from this sequence. So for that one we have to do, I think, select our character, and then in transform we have this weight, so I'm going to control this weight. So let's see if I set this to okay, let's set this to 1 right here, add a key, and now I'm going to add 0 right here. So now I think we have this smooth transition between this keyframe. I think it's working. Now we don't have that snap issue. And now at the end of the sequence, here you can see we are back to this starting position. To fix that, you have to do open your level sequence, and then in your transform go to properties, and then when finish we want to keep state as a default. So now we are in this position. Now we can walk and do anything we want. Okay, so also if you want, you can control this transition effect. So I'm going to add something like this, I think. Also I'm going to increase this blending. Now we have this smooth blending. Also, why this is snapping directly through our camera? Maybe okay. Now one thing you have to do, make sure select your sequence and then make sure you disable character input, character look. I think that's all I have to do, nothing else. Also if you have any camera glitch or snapping issue, always make sure to avoid any collision overlaps. Also you can do one thing, you have to select your collision type to custom, and then you can ignore camera. That's all you have to do. It will help a lot.